So tonight, Friday, technically a day after my what I consider official stream anniversary, which was yesterday, but on a Thursday, and I don't stream on Thursdays. But I announced that not necessarily because of the anniversary, kind of timing wise, but also to be a bit more exciting. 5 year anniversary. Two new games that are going to be starting here. One starting tonight. Um, so I'll only talk about this for right now. Disco Elysium. The final cut is the subtitle, but I think that like all versions of, that's just the enhanced edition. That I think in my research, I believe all versions just went up to that. I think it adds things. I don't know. I've never played Disco Elysium, which is very surprising to me and others in my friend circle. Disco Elysium here. This may end up being one of the more exciting things about this. What ends up being this series and this playthrough. I know literally at this point nothing about Disco Elysium except it is highly regarded, and in my circles, it is highly lauded, and I've been told that I would like this game. So that's cool. I love recommendations like that. Two, I know it's very old, not old school, but it's very like CRPG heavy. The old computer RPG type genre. That is all I know about this. I don't know anything about characters. I don't even know anything about gameplay. I don't know anything about fucking anything. It's one of those games that I was always like in the back of my head. I'm like, I'm gonna start it at some point. I know I'm going to. But I never got around to it. But as I've never gotten around to it, I've always been like, I need to, I assume, go in completely blind into it and not ruin anything for me. And surprisingly, unlike most games that are on the back burner and in the backlog forever, and by forever I mean even like a couple years, usually things like that gets like spoiled, you know? Something about games gets spoiled, especially games as loved as this, I'm sure. So we're gonna play this. I think it's gonna be quite a longer journey. I think it's one of the slightly longer kind of games. Plus, especially if you're not new to the channel here, I'm very slow with games normally, and then games like this, I'm really slow at playing because I really savor as much as I can. So if you're gonna watch this from here, whether live while I stream it on Twitch or archived on YouTube, it's gonna be, you better buckle in. It is going to be quite a long series, I'd imagine. Many parts, many hours. I'm gonna click play. Mind your ears as I do. You never know what will happen. You never know what will happen when I click play. I'll tell you what did happen. It moved to the wrong monitor. I'm sure I can move it. Please? Please? You would think there's like a setting I could do in like Steam where it's like, please open full screen games immediately in the secondary monitor. Oh, here we go. Window that shit. And then full screen it. Oh, we love it. Now it's on the secondary monitor. Menu size, dialogue, text size. I'm gonna leave default effects, environmental. I can stay like this for right now. Anti-aliasing. Dude, I'm not big. If you know, me. If you know me, if you know the channel, I'm more heavily rely on console gaming. I usually stream from not from my console, stream through my console, but not through my console. But like I usually stream and capture card it. So like all these like things, I'm very like unaware of and what like I really should be doing as far as like settings and shit. Shader quality, we'll leave it brilliant. Dude, my PC is pretty good, right? My PC can do things. Gamma correction. Music volume. I'm sure I can adjust those when we get in there. Voiceover mode. Full all voiced dialogue. That is what this is the one thing. I knew all versions got the Final Cut version. At some point they released like the Final Cut version. And I think like before it didn't have fully voiced dialogue, but now that it does, I'm let me tell you. Ugh, a godsend. A game I don't have to actually read out on stream, you know? You know? Psychological, everything except narration. I think I want full. Only voice introductions. No. No, no. Language. Oh, you can tap Q or L to seamlessly switch languages in game. Damn, you could go dual language. You don't see that a lot. You don't see that a lot. Vibration? But I'm not playing with a controller. Ugh. The tutorial agent gives new players unsolicited advice. Untick this box to set some boundaries. With detective mode active, interactable objects and characters in the game are automatically highlighted with a light border when the player character approaches them. No. Existentially difficult. Checks are harder and healing items are more expensive. No. 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 Tutorial agent gives... Do I want to untick this? No, probably not. Streamer mode replaces certain copyrighted pieces of music with alternative tracks safe for streaming. Huh. You know my stance on that. I appreciate them including that. I always appreciate developers including that as an option for people who actually give a shit. Yeah, on this channel, we don't care. We do not care if it gets copyright stricken. Then so be it. If this is the end of my streaming career, then we play it as it lies. Twitch integration? With Twitch integration, streamers can create polls. Viewers can vote for their favorite dialogue options, give temporary bonuses and penalties. Whew, no. Death totes, no. QWERTY? Oh, do I want to change my keyboard mapping? Definitely not. I barely know my QWERTY keyboard layout. Alright, here we go. Here I go. Select archetype. Thinker. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people. Should I roleplay this as like myself? Like, should I try to... Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. So far that sounds somewhat similar to me. Sensitive, very psychological. A magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. That's a little too far. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body. Gets things done, but dumb as a rock. That's definitely not me. Encyclopedia, Island Empire, hand-eye coordination. I assume these are stats and traits that I'm going to learn what they are eventually. But wouldn't I want to create my own? What-oh. Weak. Terrible. I see what's going on. So it gives you the base numbers here, and then you can, So here are the actual stats. Intellect, raw brain power, how smart you are. You know what? I'll try to give myself stats. You know, when most of the time if I mean, I haven't played D&D in forever, but if I was creating, like, a character, I would always kind of want to, like, give myself a bit closer to my real world, what I would say stats, you know? So now you get to see how I actually view myself as a person. Isn't that fun? I think I should start all at 1 and then go deal out from there. What does it go from? 1 to terrible, weak, average, good, great, genius. Okay, so 6 is max. So 1 to 6. Terrible to an average is 3. So an average score, they say, is 3. Intellect. I would say I'm above average intellect. You may not think it if you watch a lot of my streams, but I like to think that I have some brain. Now that already leaves me with only 4 points left, or 5 points left. So that's going to be rough. Your musculature, how strong you are. Here's the thing. If I was being completely honest with myself, I'd probably be average. But the thing is, then that only leaves me 3 points over here. So I'm going to actually go weak. I'm going to go weak here with physique. And then sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are. See, here's the thing. If I really... There's a part of me that wants to go 1 even less and give myself more psyche and motorics. Because, like, here's the other thing. I think I'm an intelligent person. I also think I have very good reflexes. And I'm not even joking. I did no jokes when I say that. And then I am an emotionally intelligent person. But then terrible? I'm not that far bad. I need more points. Give me like 2 more points. Give me one more point, you know? Average? Average. That's rough. That would be like 4-3-2-3? That's hard. That's rough. Dude, I'm already pissed off at the stat screen. I'm already pissed off with my limited, my limited options. Is it okay to be an average Andy? Pretty much across the board here? Or should I max out 1 stat? The thing is, I don't want to be terrible on any stat. That's just not fair. That's not fair to me. So, this is going to stay weak. I'm going to go... I'll keep it like this. I feel like I would honestly be good with 2 more points. And I would give either a point to psyche and motorics. And then, or with the 2 points, give myself 1 more intellect and 1 more psyche, honestly. If I was honestly giving myself stats. Because what is great? Yeah. Now what is this screen? Signature skills. How well my body is built. My capacity to reason. Influence yourself and others. How well you move your body. Move your body freely. This is terrifying, whatever's happening here. What? Click to mark selected skill as signature? What am I clicking? What am I doing? What am I doing? Do I get to pick 4 things in here? 3 and 2 and 3? Is that what it's saying? I'm just clicking buttons. I'm just clicking. I'm just clicking, man. Hand-eye coordination? I think maybe I'm just picking 1. Logic, Volition, Inland Empire. Oh my goodness, there's so much. Okay, if I'm being true to myself, it's probably going to be an intellect one or a motorics one. Like, hand-eye coordination is like, when I talk about like my reflexes that I was boasting about like 2 minutes ago, it's a hand-eye coordination I have. Not necessarily reaction speed, although that's part of it. Cool for trick shooters, snipers, and jugglers. Hand-eye coordination loves the interaction between you and things that fly in the air. Enables you to catch coins from mob bosses, shoot straight, and understand firearms intimately. Want to know the precise make and mark of a pistol? HE coordination's got you. Want to shoot someone with it? Ditto. At high levels, hand-eye coordination makes you deadly. Supposing you have a weapon in your hand. Once you do, hand-eye coordination will compel you to take the shot, even if it's not the best approach. At low levels, however, you'll be even more of a disaster in waiting, because when the guns go off, and they always do, you'll probably hit the wrong target. Okay, if I'm being true to myself, what is up here? Encyclopedia? Logic. Rhetoric. Rhetoric? Oh, hey, what's up? It looks as if you're excited that I'm playing this game. Finally. I think... reconstruct crime scenes? I'm hoping that whatever I pick here doesn't, like, screw me over. That's what I'm really hoping. Wield raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. You know what? I probably want to pick hand-eye coordination. Sorry, just pick one stat. Or just... okay, so it is just pick one thing. Alright, hand-eye... honestly, hand-eye coordination. Dude, they didn't give me enough points. Honestly, I'm fine with taking the low physique. Also, why is physique spelled differently in both of these? This one has an F and this has a PH. Get it together, game. I wish I had more points to work with here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna confirm. I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. I can't dwell. I can't dwell. The Furies at home in the mirror. It is their dress. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. R.S. Thomas. Alright, as always with especially PC games, I am playing this on PC. If audio of my audio or the game's audio is too quiet or too loud, as always, let me know. Oh shit! What's happening?
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Alright, I love that it's voiced. Let's fucking go.
Ever.
Ever.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever, or simply keep on non-existing? Honestly, I love this choice.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great.
Yes, it is.
I guess I should read what the choices that I pick then, since it's not necessarily voiced or reciprocated. So maybe I should. I'll go ahead and read the choices I pick. Oh, I just now noticed ancient reptilian brain. That's pretty good. Let me go. Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
Sounds like a gruff Austin Powers. The hell? How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
Alright. Nothing down to fuck all, borough.
Bah! A return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you.
Ah.
A sensation.
Man meat. My nickname in high school.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Oh shit, there is disco music in the game. This guy, this voice, this ancient reptilian brain, almost sounds a bit like the Joker. The Joker. Stop! I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
I've had hangovers like this before.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canadian motor carriage.
I've woken up like this before. Not often. Alright, here we go, here we are, here we are. Probably put some pants on. Flare cut trousers. Yeah. Hold tab to highlight. Oh. Oh, you're saying I can right click as well. Ah. Oh. I probably like that. If I can... I think I would like that actually more. Experience points. So I got some pants on. That's pretty good. Electrochemistry. Go to party planet. Love and be loved by drugs. Sneak under their noses. Stun with immense panache. They are someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. Well, I could be wearing worse, I guess. Health?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Aluminium? Aluminium, you say?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Leave, look out, visual calculus, assess the damage. Visual calculus 4, high, 83%. There's a white check, you may retry it. Oh, double dice. Always loses, always wins, and then 83% chance. White check. Okay.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
More likely a projectile than a held object. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back. Okay, that makes sense. Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Anvil.
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
Wow, look at me figuring things out.
If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
That is exactly what I mean.
This person also forced the drinks on you.
Sounds logical. I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
New task, find your other shoe. +5 XP gained. Okay. So let's learn. Let's learn. Green things seem to be collectible. Put a shirt on, you know? Yeah, put the disco ass blazer. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. Has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and the right sleeve. Oh, I can't rotate it. What a bummer. What a bummer. Bullets held right, held left. Alright, so quests. Find your other shoe. Yeah, there's no way you can go out with just one shoe. There's just a bad.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Grab the tie. Shouldn't I mean, it's been a while since I've lived with a ceiling fan, but I'm pretty sure I should pull the thing to make it stop.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie
now. I'm too smart. +3, fan is turned off. Look at that. Alright, you know what? Gamify the shit. I'm a big fan of this. You know what? I love shit like this. I'm a big fan.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
I'm gonna call it now. I'm not gonna fail one success roll or one roll check. From here to part 77 when I finish this game, I will not fail one roll.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
That's grim. Pull on the light bulb, please.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Pull again and turn it off.
The lights are off.
Okay. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You'll betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Dude, I'm not lying. This is gonna be the slowest. I'm normally super slow at playing games. This is gonna be such a slow series. This is gonna be like, if you watch this, this is gonna be the moving at the speed of molasses. I am just going to just go so fucking slow during this whole thing. This is gonna end up being 100 parts, and then on top of this, I'm gonna be starting Umineko, and that thing is gonna be like 130 hours of just visual novel. I'm a fucking insane person. Alright, what else do we got? We have the fan. I should probably learn bathroom. Bathroom. That's what you want? Ah, be careful what you wish for. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Okay. Okay, so circles might just be looking at things. White satin shirt. Nice. I love how even the stats that the clothes have like little flavor text. A real statement to wear. Unsavory odor. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. Dude, I'm just wearing a bunch of clothes that smell like piss. Why? What is the problem with this man?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Just the outline of a man.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
No memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Huh? Huh? I don't care. Still wipe the mirror.
Behold.
Oh, look, my face. It's filled in the bottom left here now. There's my face. I know what I look like now. I don't look too bad. I mean, I'm sure I've seen better days. But hey, I look worse than this. That's why I don't use camera on the, I don't use face cam during streams, so...
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
I mean, better to have a resting, smiling face, yeah?
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
In a sad has been kind of... You know what? I'm going with 3. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens.
I promise. Lie.
You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Alright, I gained 5 experience by lying, apparently. You liar, you can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead, try something. Impossible 18? This is a white check, you can retry it. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Wait, it's locked? Oh, I thought if it was a white... It said if it was a white check that I could retry it. Ah. But then it says put skill points into encyclopedia. Oh, so that's the system. Ah. I don't know, I shouldn't even roll for a 3% chance. I'm not a fool. Something popped on here. So, I thought it said I got something on here. Did I get something? I thought it said something about experience or something. Was I just seeing things? I was maybe just seeing things. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player still on, rolling empty. Grab one shoe. Grab that shoe. This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Look at me wearing one shoe like a fucking just trash man. Ugh. Disgusting. I'm an embarrassment to myself. Alright, I want to check something. Also, I'd appreciate if I could move just a bit faster, you know. I know I'm hungover or something, but I need a little more speed.
On the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Okay, I truly can't do what I thought I might be able to do. I do love how it's called the expression. That's good. That is good. So let's head outside to try to find the shoe. I would love it if the whole game, like, again, I know nothing about this game. I would love if me finding my other shoe is literally the end goal. That is the mission. That is the last thing I do. Oh, I'm not limping anymore. There's something on the table. Oh. Grab it. What is it? Money? Take the money. Money? 0.40 real? Real? There's my money. Should I, like, close my door? I'm gonna go ahead and close the door. That might not be needed, but it feels like it could be potentially something that is needed. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Ah, my type of lady. What is this name? What? Clage? Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Young woman raises a cigarette.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Leave. No, you gotta be confident. Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
Oh, why is it this red? She seems perplexed by your question. Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. No. Number 3 is a weird thing to do right now. I assume, okay, this is an RPG at its core, clearly. I feel like I should kind of roleplay somewhat as myself. Like, I'm not going to be fucking obnoxious for no reason. Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Yeah. Oh, it is like... this character's just like me, for real, for real. Oh, that doesn't look... this doesn't look promising. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Oh, no. No, no, no. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Then I should get going now.
Of course.
She
Be careful, officer.
Oh.
They don't like the police around here.
Love interest?
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
It's kind of not jarring, but she nods towards room 3. Like, it seems as if the character says something that the narration isn't gonna do the actions. It's possible to hear people speaking from over here. She nods towards room 3. Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
The better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Nailed it. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
God, I really want to pick 2. I'm gonna go for it. When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
Oh, she's into me, dude.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
No, she's being super genuine. You know? I know. She's into me. You don't need to question it. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
You're making this up. I would never behave like that.
Yes. Never.
What happened then?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Of course.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Okay, so the calendar said 51, so we're either in the past in an alternate universe or much more in the future, and things have really shit has really hit the fan. Disgrace foreign capital of the world divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Oranje. Of course. How foolish of me to try to pronounce that as orange earlier. Don't even worry about it, dude. Don't even worry about it. Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
Alright, smartass. And what's that? And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
Alright, you know what? I don't need the sass. What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
God damn it. Alright, you can go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
No, you suck. You didn't help me. I'm a confused man. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Smoking. Okay, still trying to find the shoe. Priority number 1. I don't know, just keep trying to open it. It's fine. It's gonna open eventually. Just keep trying it. Just jiggle it. Oh, how awkward
The
it is.
door is closed.
Definitely don't do any of those. That is weird. That would be weird. You watch her go in, and then she closes the door behind her, and then you either knock on it or try to open it. Like a freak. Like a freak? This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Trompe Le Monde. Oh, I don't know what that was. I think a tooltip was shown to me. I'm just gonna assume that it's something that I didn't need to know at the moment. This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Oh, I'm ready. The speaker's connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. I assume... Okay, so I assume this circle thing means then I can, like... Also, I just noticed that the mouse is tied to my head. So I can kind of just, like...
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
I agree. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. No, my soul is immense, dude.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard.
Hard agree.
Through a PA system. By other people.
What should I sing when this goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
Oh, it's like a quest or something. Can I actually get on the... Oh! This feels right. You belong here. I do. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform. Huh. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. Man, I'm so good at deducting. That's not what I meant to click. What is it that I just picked up? Some healing item? Healing item. I do love the health and then morale. 3 out of 3 of morale. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Oh, above my health.
A man
I see.
in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Oh, I'll make him a fan of me, don't worry. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Okay, so there's some kind of like automatic check system like going on here. This is a great school because it just says medium 10 versus your total 10. So it must have been like an auto check, and then my actual score of whatever just auto passes maybe. There's some system going on there, I'd assume.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, if you're not a fan... The soft purr of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. A sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 13 o'clock. What is this? What are these? Huh? What is this? One of the little dots. Probably something beyond the door. Summer door closed for the winter. Nice moderate walking pace. Oh, look at this, man. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. Guess I gotta read this. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Wake him up? That's rude. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. So what? Take his medicine? No. I'm just gonna leave that there. He's gonna probably need it, honestly.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. It's drink o'clock.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
Sorry, I adjusted the mic there. No, I gotta control the impulses. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking.
Ah,
Have you
of course.
thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Lick it, but only but only a little. We have a little lick.
You lick it, but only a little. Only with the tip of your tongue, because you're a pleasure delayer. After 2 or 3 licks, the crust begins to melt, and the sweetness breaks loose. The sharp, titillating scent of alcohol rises to your nostrils. It's dizzying.
Yes.
You could definitely go for some more.
Oh, yes. Let's find alcohol. Alcohol. Alright, we gotta find the alcohol. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for union members. Doors open 16 o'clock. This Royal pinball machine is unplugged. I can't, like, cut across here. Talk to this
Hello,
person.
sweetie.
The cryptozoologist's wife. Huh.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Alright, you don't want to talk to me? Rude?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
I feel like I've seen, like, fan art of this man. Just on Twitter. Random Twitter scrolling moments. I've seen this man. Oh, looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
As
Okay.
you approach, He narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on. Who is he? Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Oh. My half-brother. Shake it, then. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. I just want to shake your hand.
Do I have that video here? I gotta have it somewhere, right? I don't. I'm too lazy. Where did I keep it? Here we are. All right, mind your ears. There, you just get audio of it. Very quiet audio.
I want to shake your hand.
Okay. I was too lazy to put the actual video on the screen. That's just how it goes. That's the quality you get at these on these streams. Okay, so he's Kim. Yes.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Oh.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
I could be honest and say I don't know my name. I could conceptualize and have a pretty good check of it. I mean, let's conceptualize. Dude, I love a 72% chance. I love this number.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
All right, you know, happens. Medium 11 versus my total 9, conceptualization 5, dice 1, 3, 4. Oh, I see. So my dice was a 1 and 3. So then I got a 4, and then it adds the 5 from my stats. So that's 9, and the check is against an 11. I see. These are good. It's very cool, but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that?
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop. Say it.
I don't think I have a choice. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well.
He doesn't even process what you just said. He just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name.
Damn it!
He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
He's asking me a lot of questions I don't know the answers to.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know. uh, no?
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yeah.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
I'm sorry.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Okay, let's get going then.
After you, officer.
So interview the cafeteria manager and inspect the victim's body. Okay.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, should I have a badge or something? Check my pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
No, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him
Oh.
whenever by interacting with him.
Oh, we have a British lady voice. All right, so let's go interview the cafeteria man. That was a task. Manager, cafeteria manager. Whirling in rags. Might know something about the murder. Sure. Inspect the body and report the badge. Okay.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I mean, I gotta keep going with it, right? This is a dumb thing to say. In between names is really dumb. Can I have a drink is probably not a wise choice. I'm gonna say, as I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Casteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while
Yeah,
to
he
arrive at the
believes me
scene.
now.
It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
He lives in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here. Okay.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Okay, sir.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
No, I'm good. No, right then, questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
All right.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Wait, she left because you asked for her number?
Thank you.
The lieutenant says he opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just a hard sneeze right there. Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea.
Yep.
Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
No, you never ask a coworker out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now. She didn't want to come but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. I guess I like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I'm just being thorough. That's all.
Let's go.
I'm probably gonna have to step away for like a second and blow my nose here. I'm all congested all of a sudden in a sec. Task completed. 30 experience gained. Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Uh-oh. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent. Real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points to the red ledger on the counter. You're under arrest. Well, what do I owe this place for?
What are you,
Oh.
a philosopher?
I didn't mean to click that. Nope, I clicked the wrong thing. Can I go backwards? No, I read the wrong thing. What? It's a misclick. Undo. Is there an undo button? Undo. I want to press an undo button. I feel like I'm going to sneeze in any moment. No undo. Well, alright. Well, if it comes down to it, you guys know I meant to pick the other one, okay? Don't reload saves unless you die. You're saying I can't save scum? You're saying I shouldn't save scum? Don't worry, I wasn't going to. I'm not lame, okay? Let's be honest. You know me. Quick save? Does it not have like manual saves? Is that a thing I actually have to do? That's actually probably a good thing to... The autosaves aren't great. That's not what I want to hear. Alright, so I have to roll with this bad choice I chose. But what exactly is money, is what I unintentionally said. What are you, a philosopher? Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Is this money? Is it? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Proceed and show them the coins you found. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Yeah, but I lost it. What do you mean you're not gonna take it? I lost it. I saw the amount get subtracted. The thing popped up. But that's horrible.
It is.
He stands silently looking at the coppers on the counter.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides, dude. Dude, that's I would say. Darkness rides. Pick up the coins.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
No, Kim. Do not cover for me.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Oh, here we go. Now I can pick what I wanted. What do I have? What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated.
Yeah.
The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't
Yeah.
try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Can't really squirm out of that one.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
What happens now? I'm poor.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
He shrugs.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember. I really just slurred right through that. I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Honestly, Kim Kitsuragi is like, I'm tired of your shit right now. And I don't blame him.
Good luck.
The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck. Alright, another task. We've got tasks. We have task. Pay for damages. We're gonna ask the station for additional funds? Can I take Kim up to my room? Oh, Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Oh. Oh, there is a thing here. Oh. Oh. Oh, the smell of the sea makes me dizzy. Gust of briny wind washes over you. Is this the shoe? Oh. Shoes. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. I'm a well-dressed man right now.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Well. What happens if I talk to him?
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Okay, so Kim is so tired of my shit. Kim Kitsuragi is like, I can't believe I have to work with this guy.
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I'm just gonna be upfront. I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Oh, look at that. 21 o'clock. They translate it to 9 p.m. in the dialogue. 9 p.m. I'm a man of intellect. I understand 21 o'clock is 2100 is 9 p.m. Fine, let it be.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right.
Yeah,
for the good
I'm
of the
full of 'em.
investigation, what do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I'm gonna go with 3. So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
Lame.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Oh, okay. Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
He's mind controlling me or something. Give up. There's nothing you can do.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Damn. That's one powerful eyebrow. You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Nah, man, I would never criticize for glasses. I too am vision impaired. I can't, just observing.
I guess you don't need glasses, then.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Okay. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Okay. That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
End of day debrief. Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I just said, I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Ah.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Oh, I got experience for asking him questions, learning. So, oh. Interesting. So I assume then experience... I guess you need 100 to probably then level up a thing. A trait. A feat. I keep wanting to like relay it to like back when I was way more into D&D things. You know me, the big D&D player that I am. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the piece together. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Those little dots are how many times you can level up a trait, so be careful not to upgrade unless you need to. Like how many dots? The pips. I don't know if I like when I'm on the screen. What is that clickety noise? It's like it's burrowing into my brain, this like clicking noise. Okay. Doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Oh, I really want to pick that fourth option. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
I don't know, keep pressing it. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering?
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I figured. You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
Extremely.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even.
Hell yeah.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Okay. I've learned enough. I've heard enough. Let's go outside.
The door is closed.
Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Flickering sun on the stat screen can be turned down along with the other bloops and bleeps in the UI volume. I might end up doing that. It depends on if it really starts driving me insane. I guess we'll find out. I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
Of course not. I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless?
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Second. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobocop. Hobocop is RoboCop's cousin. Could I trace the way back somehow to the nearest street or the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
What? Huh? Lonesome Long Way Home. Temporary research bonus. +1 encyclopedia of factual memory returns. Research time 6 hours 5 minutes. Huh? Huh? Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminette in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. I should probably... Oh, I see. Control it like this. I know how to play games. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. So I assume then I should just... Oh, there's so many. What are all these? What is all this? Oh, dude, my eyes, like a fucking eagle, saw the word sexual here. I don't know if that's... Is it coming up clean on the screen? And then I was like, oh, it says homosexual something. Homosexual underground. Ah. Sounds like my kind of quest. So I'm assuming then I just pick it. I just do it. Like, why not? Just pick it. Just do it. Like, I assume it just progresses. It's like a... I'm just saying. Okay, so I think that's just like a thing you put on the back burner is what this seems to be. Pissing competition. Apparently there's a pissing match between Precinct 41 and Precinct 57. Accumulus after initial inspection. Okay. Let's go. I want to go talk to Wheelchair Lady. Because she was... Oh, I can zoom out. Look at this. Computer games. I want you to know that the shock I had when there was a moment where I was like, God, it's too zoomed in. I can't see shit. And then when I just instinctively did the scroll wheel and it went out, there was actual genuine shock.
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
It's me. Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with
Oh,
your
hell yeah.
mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
She's into me.
But dear, you're not for me.
Why
I'm
not?
too old and too married besides.
Don't worry, I'm too ugly and too drunk. So we're a match.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Why would you say this? You seem to be in a chair. Yeah, as if she's not fully aware that she's wheelchair bound. Number 2 sounds really bad. I can't be coming across as an asshole. I don't know if you've noticed. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? What? No. I don't like any of these. Honestly, these are all bad. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I want to keep the conversation going, but like everything but number 3 is horrible in my opinion.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're ghosts. The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was all my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Ravachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
I know 51. Spring of 51? It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Oh, she gave me a pen?
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I knew the year, so she's like, oh, I'm not talking to an insane person.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh, bruh. I like the sound of 3. Nope, don't pick 5. Cop regime. I'm gonna go with the hopeful. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope.
Shit.
Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control.
Wishful
under an
thinking or
alliance
whatever.
of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Yuck. I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
I can't... I keep looking at my little portrait here on the bottom left corner. And it's just like this face next to... It's like... Oh, it's killing me every time. Okay.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I'm sure some point soon in this game, I'm gonna have a rush of knowledge come back to me. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant. No, he hates talking to me.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Told you.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated.
That's
Though
not true.
I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
No. Firm believer that some of the richest people are some of the overall dumbest people. I'm gonna say... I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. I'd encourage you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? A pen with a green ape head on one end. So this is the pen she gave me? The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. What do I do with this? Just put it on my head. Wear it as glasses. No. The answer is no. Heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Agree. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. So wait, that autosave that pops up, like, does that just happen? How do I autosave? Quick save? I just gotta do it like regularly. Character sheet? Character sheet? Thought cabinet? Oh, it's just like quick. Tools, time, tasks. Thoughts, tools, time, tasks. Skill checks. Oh, here we go. We got tooltips on like this little section. F5 to quick save. Alright, I'm just going to scroll through these, and I'm going to imagine that my brain is just absorbing all this information very quickly. Yeah. Yeah. Journal? I have a journal? Oh, it's this. I just want to, like, look at everything. Map? There's a map? These are found white checks. Those are white. Those on white are available to try now. I see. Okay, so yeah, because I didn't try this one back when I was at the bathroom. That makes sense. You know, you know, I'm just really good. Wait. It's gone now. Don't worry about it. It's gone. Oh. It was a bug. Oh, that's really good. That's good. That's really funny. I mean, what did I didn't gain anything. I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't even know that I wasn't supposed to have one. And then I was literally just looking at these things. I didn't even look at what was on here. So, yeah, that's, you know, nothing gained. Nothing gained. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. The lorry. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. That's how you know this game was made overseas. And they call them lorries. There's a person over here. I'm kind of scared. I'm scared. Kim, let's leave.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Huff it.
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Lieutenant. I noticed that electrical kitties.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Don't do number 2. I'm just, personable. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio. Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Oh, oui, oui, oui. We are very French.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. Got an urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Don't say anything.
Who lost his badge?
No, shit. Everyone's talking about me behind me, my back.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Yeah, my name is... whatever the fuck I said earlier.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Stop laughing at me! Haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Alright, is that dramatic much?
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
These people. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. What's going on?
Don't bring another person into my personal business.
Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Alright, I'm over you guys. Pardon me for asking for help for once. Jesus Christ. This is why I never say anything in real life. I just rely on yourself. Don't ask anyone for any help ever.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
So, like, clearly the things are, like, popping up, right? So, like, I assume these are, like, parts... It's kind of clear that these are, like, parts of my brain. So if I was, like, to go here... Like, half-light is your fight or flight response, enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. So you have, like... things. This is your... things. That's the best way I can describe it. It's the things. Of course. Check your pockets, check your... Holy fuck, you don't know where it is, do you? Alright, don't panic. Oh god, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
What is it? Oh, a 58% chance. Ah. You know what? It could be a worse chance.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
I panicked. I crumbled under pressure. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it. I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Shit.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Fucking everyone over here is fucking comedians.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
I'm not bringing Kim into this. Kim Kitsuragi is not gonna help me. He's not bro enough. Bang bang. Bang bang. Look, I don't have it, alright? I don't have my gun.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
The man succumbs to laughter again.
This isn't really a laughing matter. Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener.
I'll punch this guy through the radio here.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I'm pissed off enough to say number 2. Yes, I lost my wiener too. Just lay off, okay?
He acknowledges your joke and asks you to lay off.
Lay off? Lay off? Tell him we'll lay off when he retrieves the goddamn police property that he has been entrusted with.
Satellite Officer.
I heard him, and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
There's static.
Oh God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Do I ask them for money? I mean... I need to pay for damages. Am I gonna get any penalty for asking them? I'm in dire need of financial assistance.
I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
what does he want now?
Oh, this sucks. I should have asked for the money before I told him I lost everything.
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I'm sorry.
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Well... Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this.
Okay.
Ask if he's there alone.
Of course.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
The radio operator inquires again. Oh, I've got to be smart about this. Don't worry. Hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Useless. Okay. Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Say my name.
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Please just say my name, Jules.
What? What is it? What can he possibly
do?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
No one is just cool in this game. No one can just give an inch. No one can just help me. I'm just continuously a punching bag.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
God. Just the people. I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live.
10-4. Your address?
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives. Did I hear that right?
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over.
I'm so upset. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4. Well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says...
I heard him.
So, was there anything else?
Just, fuck everyone, alright? Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Understood, sir. Over.
10-10, transmission completed, standing by, over, end call.
Roger that, 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the cabin. Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Okay.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
I don't want to take... Do I take everything? Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Just take every tool. You know what? He offered. Take the red tip pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Alright, close the door. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. I'm gonna go get some water and go to the restroom real quick. I will be right back. I still want to play this for quite a bit tonight here. So I'm gonna throw up a real quick BRB. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I've returned. There's the game. Okay. Let's see. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. There be a tree in it. Is that a bench?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
A bench.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Ah, of course. No time for sitting. There's a murder.
The bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh. I can't sit on the bench. Alright, I have things. Tools? Items? Tools. Here we go. Police flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstelling RAO. The small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. The meanest looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Gottwald by Warschrum Workers. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. Red tip pry bar has Carson T heavy duty engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. Orbs? Orbs? Gotta find my badge. Gotta find my gun. Gotta find my badge. The colored dots. Ah, that makes sense. Thank you. All right, let's see. I have a point to spend, don't I? All right. As I sit on this stat screen, I must listen to the bone chattling noise. Chattling? Did I just make up a word? A mix between rattling and chatting. Chatting, rattling, and chatter, whatever. Fuck it. It's been a long week, dude. Don't even. I'm allowed to make up words. I don't need to spend it. Yeah, but I mean, sure. In theory, you're correct. But also, at this very moment, I don't see why I wouldn't spend it. Unless, okay, I see what you would probably say. And I already understand. If I got to a check, right? One of those red checks or white checks. And then I fail it. And then it goes, but you could retry it if you spend a point. Then I would spend a point, have an increased chance, and I'd be able to immediately recheck it. My brain's already going. The brain is already... I'm telling you, dude... Work, I've had a long week. My brain, dead. Am I a fool for possibly starting this game now? Possibly. My brain just scrambled in every possible way. I mean... I don't know. Also, but here's the thing. Other reason I wouldn't spend the point. I have no sense of direction. I feel like I'm just now starting the game. I don't know actually what I should be spending points on. I'm just a hungover fool. I don't know. Exactly. Exactly. You got me. Exactly. Is that really the case? These are all good points. These are all good things to consider. But here's the thing. I love 80% odds. In fact, in my whole life, I've never failed an 80% odds on anything. But I should also point out I've never played XCOM. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've played XCOM before. And I'm sure I failed some very annoying fails there, or rolls there. Yeah. I feel like it might not be exciting, but I kind of want to, like, just read the infos on all these. That's not exciting, though, is it? Should I be concerned about what's exciting? As far as the stream? I kind of just want to read the flavor text shit. Go with the vibe. That's a good point. When has that ever stopped me? When has me being concerned about the product of the stream ever stopped me from anything on this channel? Dude, I've never considered that. You're right. Why would I start now? Why would I start now? All right, let's get used to hearing my voice here for like a few minutes. Logic urges you to analyze the living daylights out of the case. It enables you to piece evidence together, detect inconsistencies in statements, and impress everyone with your astonishing conclusions. It's the bread and butter of many a detective. At high levels, logic will be able to solve even the most complicated puzzle. You'll be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. For those blinded by their own brilliance, often miss important clues. With low levels of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzle. Even if you find the pieces, good luck putting them together. Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia makes you a know-it-all, training your mind into a database of facts. It enables you to draw on these facts innately. That's that word. Offering a wealth of background knowledge of all things related and unrelated to your case. Who knows when the history of cigarette brands will provide the breakthrough you need to arrest a murder, or when knowledge of pre-revolutionary guns might save a life. At high levels, Encyclopedia shares this knowledge of this wealth of knowledge to an almost overwhelming degree. While it may give you crucial breakthroughs, it more often will clutter your mind with useless tidbits. With low levels of Encyclopedia, though, you'll be forced to work with only the clues in front of you, without any background knowledge. Copying is going to be tough stuff. Copying? To cop. To be or not to be to cop. Rhetoric urges you to debate, make intellectual discourse, nitpick, and win. It enables you to break down arguments and hear what people are really saying. You'll spot fallacies as soon as they're used. What exactly did the waiter leave out of their testimony? What was Dancer trying to divert you from? Was that double entendre intended, or did you just get an accidental lead? At high levels, rhetoric will make you an impressive political beast, one whose beliefs are impenetrable. Which is to say, one whose mind will not change, one who will clarify with calcify. With low rhetoric, though, you'll have a hard time of shooting down any argument. Nailing people to their testimonies will be nigh impossible. Drama. Drama urges you to treat the world as a stage, and on it to perform. It enables you to lie, to concoct the most elaborate and wonderful stories, to take on ingenious personas and perform acts of stagecraft in an entertaining amalgam of forbearing and deceit. What a word. As well, it enables you to use see through would-be actors and their false antics. If they lie, you'll know immediately. At high levels, drama may render you an insufferable thespian, one prone to hysterics and bouts of paranoia. For to know the world is a stage is to know the truth is a vanity. However, with low drama, you cannot lie, or discern when others lie. And a cop who can't do either is a cop who's soon going to be lying 6 feet under. It's very interesting, because it basically says, like, it tells you, like, you don't want to be high, you don't want to be low in these stats. It gives you, like, the negatives of being high, and then the negatives of being low. It's a very interesting way of, like, painting stats, if you ask me. Dude, don't I know it? Every day, I'm weighed down with the fact that I'm so fucking smart. And every day I have to work with just people that are just not on my level. And it just weighs me down so much. It adds so much stress. You don't even know. I'm so familiar with the concept. Conceptually, what I'm gonna do here. This is what we're gonna do. Since I don't want to just read blocks forever, right? I'll read intellect ones, and then a little later tonight, I'll read the psyche, and then physique, and then motorics, right? We'll break it up slightly, if I can remember. If I can remember me saying this. Conceptualization has a special role it wants you to play in this world. Not the role of cop, but of art cop. It enables you to make fresh associations, to delve into world concepts from Jean Carp's postmodernist Carpere to Revishal's arabesque architectural style. Jesus. Didderidata. Sure. And even the concept of hardcore, and then importantly, to add your own contribution to these works. At high levels, conceptualization makes you go big, perhaps too big. It is ostentatious, demanding grand displays. Why live life when you can throw yourself into a live volcano? At low levels, however, you'll be unable to see the world in a creative light. You'll be unable to contribute to conversations in an art gallery. Only boring people will invite you to their dust parties. That's good. So the numbers I see here, I assume, so it's like 5, right? That's like the base 4, and then I would assume like one article of clothing I'm wearing boosts it up to 5. I would assume is what's going on with these numbers here. Visual calculus versus you not only in the laws of the state, but the laws of nature. It enables you to create virtual crime scene models in your mind's eye. You'll see how a bullet shattered the glass, and from that trace, its trajectory with mathematical precision. You'll also count so many footprints. At a glance, discern shoe size and design, as well as height, weight, and gender of the one who wore them. At high levels, visual calculus makes the world reveal its secrets to you. But you may be so absorbed by your mind diorama you don't notice as crooks steal your pants. However, at low levels, your mind's eye will be blind. Oh, you don't want a blind mind's eye. Reconstructing crime scenes will be difficult without outside help. Okay, we'll go to the others shortly. Oh, I could move with the old WASD if I wanted. But as a strict console player, I don't understand the concept of WASD. WASD? What does that mean?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly praised, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers.
So tell me, what do you need?
I'm not going to ask him for money. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him.
Nonchalant.
As if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Nonchalant. But there's rigidity in him as trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior. Huh. Oh. Good old 17% check. Do you know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there? Point at the yard.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Yeah. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Excellent.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Okay, what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Alright, well, I thought it was worth asking. That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Not really. Oh, hey, good point. That's a good point. I have a certain standards, right? If you just ask for money directly, you sound a bit more skeevy. If you're like, hey, some of those track pants though.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands.
Caillou?
This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
That a found A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
My brain told me that was a found A6. Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Here's the thing. Something I haven't yet, obviously, like I said, I don't know about this game. If I ask him for money, is there possibly going to be a penalty for me doing that? Or is it, you might as well just do it? Nah, you know what? I'm a man of my own consequences. I'm not going to ask for money. I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
He gives a salute with 2 fingers. I might become an ultra liberal. There are worse things in life. I don't know. Like, if I was thinking about my own, like, my own self. I mean, I know I come from an extremely privileged way of saying this because, like, I'm very comfortable money-wise, but just, like, I would feel very uncomfortable asking anyone of money like that. Just going up to a random guy, a truck driver, and being like, hey. Hey. Now, like you said earlier, like chat said, I asked for pants, so where are my morals, you know?
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Ravishal, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
I wonder if someone will give you some pants with enough money in them to pay your hostel bill. I'm just saying, like, I understand my character I'm playing here. He's had a rough couple of days, apparently. But should I expect others to pick me up necessarily? Or do I suffer from my own consequences? Oh, it's the consequences of my own actions. You know, that kind of thing. Like, do I just be like, well, I can't expect.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. Man, he really judges me hard. I'm looking for a dead body. That's a normal thing to ask someone.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it, finally.
What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What is in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Alright, I'm not learning much from asking her. Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
My brain is telling me I need the gloves. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Hey, look at that. You know, maybe it's a learning moment. Maybe I can rely on others. Maybe I don't have to be such a solitude Samuel. Sorry, I banged the mic there as I. It's really funny because I don't use face cam, right? But like I still act. I still like the things you guys don't get to see. I put my hands on my hips and I did like I did like a whole pose as I was like saying that. It's very unfortunate. But you'll still never get me to really use the face cam often. So like I'll just explain what it was I was doing. Ask for money? No. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I'll add the full body cam in post. So when this goes up on the YouTube archives, I'll have you'll be able to, you can watch it with the with me. and it'll take up half the screen. Because I'm sure that's what everyone wants. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. If I had a bag. Thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire, take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought. Okay, so if I took... So just stats-wise, +1 interferencing. Interference. No. This is how you know it's been the truth. Like I said, I've recently hit 5 years streaming at a pretty consistent basis. Every time I've streamed on Fridays, it's like brain is just barely hanging on by a thread. No, click, put gloves. There you go. There you go. Look at you. You're wearing gloves. Look at me go. I got gloves. Kim, do you like my gloves? Rue de Saint Gilslaine, Elite B. Nailed it.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Artemitips boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Great. What about Andrew Orlando Hare, SCA?
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Wasn't expecting that.
What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Is there anything else of interest here? Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
58%? Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
I'm sorry. Alright, let's try.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
Tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days. Start, and then bangs into the fence, and then reverses, and then leaves.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Car drove through the fence?
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
+5 XP.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
I think I got it. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Oh! I was so distracted by this lad that, I didn't see that for a sec. Letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, light above descending. Oh.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
I really need to get better at muting myself when I sneeze. I still, to this day, am inconsiderate. Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. Could be evidence. Seems like a reasonable assumption.
Mm-hmm.
He leans in to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Force time. Jam the tool under lid and pull. Tool not equipped. Alright, you know what? These people can wait. I'm gonna take them a time. Can I run? Run! Oh, here we go. Now I'm running. Oh, look at this! I've got a galloping speed. But how did I do that? Oh, double click. Well, double click or the way I did it originally was I was using keyboard and the mouse. I was like, keyboard, mouse. Keyboard, also click mouse. Okay, let's go in. Good to know I can run. Good to know I've got a slight pace.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Caps lock will toggle run walk? You guys are expecting too much out of me. Suggesting caps lock and shift. I'm telling you, I'm mostly a console player. You want these advanced moves to be... for me to pull off these advanced moves on PC. Man, you're expecting too much out of me. Honestly. Honestly, dude. Belongs to the world. Okay.
Thank you
asshole.
for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Okay, two things. One, I've not heard someone say actual like hobos in such a long time. I'm pretty sure the word hobos has fallen out of favor. The funny side story of my childhood, there was back maybe in like 6th grade or 5th grade, one of those. I had a friend growing up, and for some reason, someday in school, something in us like probably snapped, and we just thought the word hobos was like super fucking funny. And then for like a solid week, we just incorporated the word hobos into literally everything we were talking about. It was so weird looking back. Oh, weird children. And then two, I don't need the sarcasm about me just shuffling around. I'll start double clicking. I can do the double click. Neighbors, put the trash there. Great.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you? Guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov?
Sure.
Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Ah, but you could be better.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Am I going insane, or did it say 9-day government when it says 11? Did the voice say 9 and I read 11? Or am I going insane? So it's considered the father of scientific communism. Yes. Maybe I am Krasmazov.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
Disco Elysium 911. No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Krasmazov?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
Oh, okay. Well, we need those keys.
What for, Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
Yep.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Might as well. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Nope. I'm gonna sing karaoke.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
God, that's so me.
Your body is ready, sire.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, let's go open the, let me run. I'm gonna run. What? See? Look at me. Shift. Caps lock. I think I probably need to equip it, yeah? Keys? Key? Oh, it's just always held, I think, maybe.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Now I'm really disappointed I don't get to do this physical instrument check.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Mama didn't raise a coward. Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Don't touch it.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Good question. Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know, I'm boring.
Boring? Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Oh. Inventory. Go to your inventory and interact with the damaged ledger to give it one. I don't think I can click it yet. Still just going. It's still just going. I really just want to sing karaoke. Alright, look under the box of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper.
Pasta.
Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Dive further.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
It's an impressive nose there.
Drop them in here, officer.
Lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but...
He looks into the container.
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ew, bag it.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown-out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or That one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay, proceed.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug, I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Oh no. An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Ka-chunk.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open it again. Alright, we got some things. Let me see. So, interact. Interact. Use interact button in inventory to inspect the book. Interact?
It's the legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
I was just clicking anything. The sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal. Urinal? It said urinal. Urinal cleaner. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Ah, of course.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this? Point to sticker.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
If I just... Okay. That's all, thank you.
Okay.
He returns to his neatly kept notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are these? Or are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
And station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Alright, enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Nah, why not? Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
I mean, take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Yeah, small improvements and such. Alright, put the ledger away. But what if...
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
But my previous comment was teasing, but not sarcastic. Oh, okay. No, it's all good. I was mostly joking back with you. I gotta be honest. Will probably walk through most of the game. I was saying this earlier, but my thing is I might be the slowest person to ever play video games. And so this is probably gonna be just the slowest ass series ever known to man. Prejudice. I'm gonna push this in the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. No. Oh no. Number 4. Oh no. One. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with 1. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm gonna use an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Well, okay. Can I get a... Okay. I was like, can I get can I enhance the image on the mug? I got closer to my screen. I'm like, oh. Dude, I gotta be 100% honest. I didn't even piece it until I looked a little closer. Again, tired brain and all that. I didn't even piece together what it meant by, like, yellow man mug for a second. I was like, until I, like, looked closer and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna put it on my head. Nope. Okay. Well, I tried. Before I talk to this person doing something bad, I'm gonna go back into the I was gonna say diner, but it's not a diner. It's like it's a kitchen. It's a I like the music here. Hotel. Yeah, it's a hotel.
Can I
A
help
hostel.
you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
In a fugue state? Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who is this Sylvie person? Well, I know who she is, but we haven't seen her yet. Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
About that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Let's talk about something else.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I wasn't. Goodbye. So I got a lot of tasks. Like these are just piling. These are just building. These are just piling. Are they're ordered in time, it looks like, by the time they got filed. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave. Read the watermarks? Can I do that? Is that the name of the car? Does it want me to go? I forget if that's...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
Yeah. Okay, I got this.
The
I got
soft glow
this.
of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Press engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
Jesus. Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at those perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
What about the shimmering streak grid?
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?" Point to the hologen map.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Point to the dots on the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Do you really think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
He points to your gardening gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Alright, let's go. Put the ledger away.
I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, my stats. Sorry Cop, Apocalypse Cop, Superstar Cop, Boring Cop. I'm a boring cop. Communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, moralist, good cop, bad cop, honor. Interesting. Okay. I'm at 50 points. I'm halfway to another skill point. Here's what I'll do. Here's what we're gonna do with the skill points. I get both arguments. I'm going to. What if I play it as if I always hold on to one skill point? I always have one skill point to hold on to for like a rainy day, so that in case of emergency, I can like pull it out and be like, well, bam. Look at me. I got this in my back pocket all this time. And then I can occasionally, then it allows me to still spend skill points as I have it, as if I'm like, you know, excited to spend the skill points, you know, just level up. It's fun to level up. It's fun. It's fun to see the numbers go up. So you're suggesting I never spend skill points until the exact case arises. You're like, you fail a check that you really don't want to fail, you then use a skill point, and you're saying, then go. That's playing too carefully. Too carefully for my case. Yeah, see, there are passive checks that are constantly happening in the game. That's a good point. That's what I'm saying. So, like, if I was just to hold, then all those times those passive checks are happening, there's potential that I'm failing those. It's like, maybe at some point, obviously I don't know the complete rate of growth. I don't know how fast I'm going to be building up experience points, but it doesn't seem like I'm building them too fast so far in this game. That's what I'm saying. I think holding one seems like a great idea. And then, if I use that one that I've always been holding on to, then it's like, then I'll just build up my experience to then get back that one back, put it back in the back pocket, and then continue forth. I think that's fair. I am a man of thought and of compromise. Let's read the Psyche. So here's what we'll do. I'm gonna read this Psyche row. I'll relinquish. I will say that this is probably gonna be the end of the stream tonight, but I'm gonna read the Psyche line here. Yeah, I can do it all. I can do it all. I just think in my head it makes sense. I get the holding on to a point in case of an emergency, but then I think, okay, well, I still want to spend. That's how I'm viewing it. Let's read this Psyche list of skill things. What are these called? Talents? Skills? Feats? Volition urges you to be a good guy, to others and to yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in a bottle between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of the two health pools in the game. At high levels, Volition makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. At low levels, however, you'll have little morale. Without it, you'll be a profoundly unstable cop, falling apart at the seams as you make irreversible mistakes. Inland Empire is the unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into that which can't see. In which sight can't see. That makes more sense. What's really going? What are these enigmatic riddles mean for the world fate? At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. With low Inland Empire, however, you'll be void of imagination and character. And then, how will you shape the cosmos? Hey, thank you so much for the 50 bits. I appreciate that. Appreciate it much. Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside. It enables you to notice social cues others may miss. Perhaps a hidden sadness you could coax out of a little more. A strange joy from someone who should be bereaved, or a hidden resentment that could return to harm you later. At high levels, Empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls to relieve their angers, and be an even more unstable cop. With low empathy, however, you'll be an ungainly beast, unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. Authority urges you to assert and reassert your dominance over those around you. It enables you to understand the power dynamics of groups of thugs, know how far you can push a perpetrator, and how to establish control situations. At high levels, authority demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. With low authority, however, you're forever in awkward situations, like when you suffer psychological breakdowns after you yell at teenagers, and they laugh at you. Esprit de corps is the very spirit of policing. Guys, go. Just make noises. It's all good. It enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up subtle signals from your partner, but by witnessing flash sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. At high levels, you'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. However, without that, you'll be flying blind, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make in high-stakes situations, remarks that might just save your life. This feels dirty. And finally, suggestion urges a soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, you've already won. This skill enables you to implant ideas into the minds of others. You can make the citizens like you more. You can make gangsters turn on each other too. Many crime rings have been broken by just a little doubt, after all. At high levels, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy. Ooh, don't want that. And you'll know it, even if no one else does. With low levels of suggestion, though, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone both during the day and at night. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, so like I said, I'll go ahead and save. New save? Autosave? Save. I should be streaming tomorrow. Probably a day stream, though probably not this game. I think how my weekend is mostly going to fare is going to be tomorrow. Again, day stream because I have stuff going on at night. I would love to finish Crash 4. I think I'm going to blitz through Crash 4 and the rest of that. And I think I'm going to start whatever time I have left after that. Umineko. I think I'm going to start that. That should be a journey. Sunday is probably going to be another day stream. And I'm probably going to just play Valkyria Chronicles on Sunday. But then Monday, I also have Monday off. So there's a chance, either Monday day or Monday night. I don't know if I'm going to do day or night stream on Monday. I'll probably play more of this on Monday. So that's probably what this weekend is looking like. If I was to build the schedule, just so you can expect what I'd be playing, potentially. Finishing Crash tomorrow. Umineko start. Sunday, Valkyria Chronicles. Most likely Valkyria Chronicles. Always subject to change, of course. Maybe one day I wake up. And then Monday, probably back to this. But I don't know if I'm going to do day stream Monday, or if I'm just going to do regular night stuff on Monday. Kind of depends on what I choose to do with my Monday off, I guess. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I think this is going to be a fun stream. I genuinely think this is going to be a fun series, for sure. So, glad you enjoyed it. Have a nice rest of your night, whatever's left of it. Have a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe. Do good, be good. And I'll see you in another stream.